In Taraba State are miffed with what they call an incitement. The leadership of the State Youth Council has threatened legal action against the Director General of Muslim Rights Concern, MURIC, for allegedly inciting Muslims against Christians in the state. The group, comprising Muslims and Christian youths, were reacting to a statement credited to MURIC accusing Governor Darius Ishaku of implementing an anti-Muslim agenda. Let's share the story by TVC News Owolabi Adenusi with you.
The press release of Professor Ishaq Akinola, Director, Muslim Rights Council, MURIC, has accused Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, Samuel Otom of Benue State, and Darius Ishaku of Taraba State of being Muslim haters. It has not gone down well with Taraba Youth Council and the state chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria. The Youth Council, made up of both Christians and Muslims, want relevant security agencies to go after Professor Akinola before he set the countries ablaze with his utterances.
To me, I think this is an attempt to cause a serious crisis in Taraba State. What Professor Ishaq Akintola, the Director Muslim Rights Concern, have said, he's trying to incite the people of Taraba State into a serious crisis. So the federal government should seriously pick such people. He's moving now freely. So the federal government should pick him and he should be detained and questioned seriously, because such people are not supposed to be allowed to move freely in this society.
They addressed a press conference in Jalingo, insisted that they will not allow external forces to destabilize the state. They passed a vote of confidence on Ishaku's administration for carrying them along in the scheme of things.
But here in Taraba State, we are families. In every family, there is a Christian and there are Muslims. And we live in peace accord. So we are hereby saying that the general public should disregard that statement and release made by MURIC, because he will not come and instigate any fight.
And if you can see, there are so many Muslims who have been part and parcel of not only the system, but are very, very close to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State. If the governor is against the Muslims in the state, you won't see such personalities like the Deputy Governor, the Permanent Secretary, Bureau for Local Government Affairs, the Executive Secretary, Primary Health Care, and so many of them who have been so close to the governor.
MURIC, in a statement on Wednesday, 9th of February, accused the governors of working against Muslims in their states. He claimed it has irrefutable evidence that Governor Ishaku has been sacking Muslim workers without following due process and replacing them with Christians. It is an allegation that CAN and the State Youth Council have
To break this down, what is the problem here?
You know, everyone knows the MURIC one.
One man squad.
The role he plays, everyone is aware. Yes, our friends at CAN have in the past played this kind of card. So MURIC is actually playing the catch-up. Because when you read some very inciting comments by CAN in the past, you just wonder what's going on. But we have this man now going around inciting Nigerians against one another. It is just rubbish. What is religion after all?
I'm telling you.
It's a personal thing. Why are we using religion to divide ourselves? This Taraba State, the kind of killings that happened there, about 5 years ago, you remember, even the president had to go there. Today, the Fulani and the natives, they had a meeting and resolved that they will have no reason to kill one another again. They apologize to one. It's one of the best.
I
This is that you've seen. Yes,
that
in fact, I can say in our country, I've never seen a kind of peace accord
between the Christians
between no, not really. That one was not even religious in nature. Between in terms of communal conflict between contending groups that achieve that kind of success, because the killings in Mambila since that day when they came together to apologize to one another and said, look, we have lived for hundreds of years together
in peace.
Why did we do this to ourselves? Why are we killing ourselves? We will not allow this to happen again. Since that day, Ayo, you will never hear again that in Mambila that people were killing one another. Since that day, that means it was a genuine reconciliation. So it is not that state that Akintola was trying to be inciting people because yes, sit. Does it really sit in Lasso? You can't leave this. I mean, you can't go and be inciting violence in a place like that, because we still remember how many people died in Mambila, and we don't want it to happen again. Use religion. People like Wike may ignore him. You understand? The religious demographics in Rivers is not the same as
Adamawa, Taraba.
In those places, you have Christians, you have Muslims, you have many ethnic groups. So if people like Wike can just ignore him and not spare him a comment, over there they know that these little things can lead to real violent combustion. So that's why they are saying, no, this has to stop. You can't just, in other places, religious leaders who open their mouths to incite violence, they will be picked up. Can they do it in Rwanda, for example?
But over time, Professor Akintola has been releasing several press statements and everything, and there has been controversial. I don't know if the security, the state security, they've had cause to call him, to invite him. It's always playing up.
Yeah, for me, I think, especially in this case, if the prof is able to establish clearly the case of injustice, infringement of human rights, without introducing the element of religion into it, it would have been perfect. Because one of the cases is cited in Taraba, which is the main one, as the main character there, fighting his case legally. And coming in at that point to intervene in, say, Mr. Governor, why don't you accede to this without introducing the element of religion? Would have made more sense. It would have made that position more tenable. Because one of the cases he cited was that of the MD/CEO of Taraba Microfinance Bank, who was sacked from office. He was given a letter in 2018, backdated to 2016. Central Bank rejected the removal, and the case is in court, fighting it legally. But playing the religious cards is the one that is the problem. And that's what has been happening elsewhere. It says it's the Christian, or they tag the organization Islamic Human Rights Organization. But we should be very careful.
Muslim rights concern.
Yes, and it's Christian as Islamic Human Rights Organization. We should be very careful, because even in places like Osun and Oyo, where has also been accused of the same thing, we intermarry. I'm a Christian from Osun State. I married from a Muslim family in Oyo State. I stayed most part of my life growing up in Oyo State. So if you are bringing this issue of religion, I'm beginning to wonder which religion
It's
are we
even,
talking
it's
about?
even dangerous. It's even
It's
dangerous.
dangerous.
Especially here in the southwest.
It's dangerous.
We are
Why
too
it's dangerous?
interconnected.
Yes,
We are
yeah,
too
look at Oyo
interconnected
State, look
for
at Oyo
anyone
State.
To bring
to
it-
try
to
to
bring
bring
it
Number
up.
of
Look at, there are times
There's
when
no
you
point.
find, in Lagos here, there was a time that we had Muslim ticket.
Yes.
Jafojo and Jakonde.
And Jakonde, yes.
Nobody raised any eyebrow. Jakonde was the best governor of his generation. People were more concerned about what he was achieving. And
About
the legacy
what
that
he's
he
able
has,
to deliver.
he has. No governor will be able to match Jakonde in Lagos. No one. No one. So people can't even be trying to divide us with religion in the southwest. Anyone who embarks on that mission will fail. Anyone who embarks on that mission will fail because we are too interconnected to be fighting one another over religion. In some families, it's almost even equal.
50-50.
Yes. And they correlate together peacefully. You won't hear that they are drawing dagger at themselves. But our concern is where you find that a state, for example, where it is evident that, look, little things like that can stir violence. You don't go to those places, or you don't sit in the comfort of your home trying to incite violence in those places, because when it happens, your own children will not partake of it. They are safe and ensconced where they are. Even you will not move near the area.
At all.
How many people would take the risk, even in the case of violence, to say, I want to go and help them to resolve their differences? They stay away from there. Sometimes when we talk about going to places, they say, "Jide, why are you going to those places? Do the people live in those places, do they not deserve to be heard? Are they not human beings? So because they are killing people in Zamfara now, nobody should go there. That is the nature of a lot of us, especially those who sit in their homes trying to foment trouble. They are cowardly. They cannot even go to dangerous places to try to resolve disputes. People resolve these disputes. Some of you are trying to revive the dispute again so that people can kill themselves. I mean, it makes no sense.
It doesn't at all. You are
Makes no
quite
sense.
right. You are quite right. We
All
should
right.
look.
Moving on now.